Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Speak Up English, the place where learning English is simple, practical, and fun.
Hi, everyone. We're so happy you're here with us today, wherever you are in the world. I'm Anna.
And I'm John. Anna, you look very relaxed today. Something good happened?
Maybe, but actually, you look relaxed too. What's going on?
Well, I just came back from visiting my uncle in the countryside. I stayed there for 3 days.
Wait a second. You, in the countryside? The same John who says he needs a coffee shop on every street?
I know. I surprised myself too, but something interesting happened while I was there.
Oh, really? Did you suddenly fall in love with quiet country life?
Not at first. The first morning, I woke up at 5 a.m. because of a very loud rooster.
Oh, no, that doesn't sound relaxing at all.
It wasn't at the beginning, but after a while, I started enjoying the fresh air, the open space, and the stars at night.
Wow, this is big news. City boy John is turning into a countryside person.
Hey, I didn't say that. I still love the city, but now I understand why some people prefer the countryside.
Perfect timing then, because today we're talking about exactly this topic.
That's right. Today's topic is city life versus country life.
Which one is better?
And the truth is, there isn't one correct answer.
Exactly. It really depends on the person and their lifestyle. But today we'll explore both sides.
Before we start our conversation, we have a quick request for you.
If you enjoy learning English with us, please subscribe to Speak Up English.
Click the subscribe button and give this episode a like. It really helps our channel grow.
And share this with your friends who are learning English. Learning together is always more fun.
Thank you so much. Now, Anna, let's begin with the basics. What do we mean by city life and country life?
Good question. City life means living in a big, busy place with lots of people, tall buildings, and many activities.
Think of cities like New York, London, or Tokyo. Millions of people and endless energy.
Exactly. On the other hand, country life means living in rural areas, small towns, villages, or farms, surrounded by nature.
Rural is the opposite of urban. Urban means city, rural means countryside.
Right. So today we're comparing these two very different lifestyles. Let's start with city life.
Sure, I live in a city, so I know this lifestyle very well.
What do you like most about living in a city?
The first thing is convenience. Everything I need is nearby.
Convenience means things are easy to get or easy to do.
Exactly. If I want food at midnight, there are still restaurants open. If I want coffee, there are many cafes nearby.
So the coffee shops are important after all.
I admit it, but it's not just coffee. There are supermarkets, gyms, hospitals, banks, and stores everywhere.
That's true. In cities, you don't need to travel far for services.
Another great thing is variety. Cities have many kinds of food and cultures.
Yes, you can eat Italian food one day and Japanese food the next day.
Exactly. Cities are very diverse. That means people from different cultures and backgrounds live together.
And that's exciting because you can meet people from all over the world.
Another advantage is entertainment. There's always something happening in the city.
Concerts, museums, theaters, festivals, cinemas.
You never get bored. Last weekend, I went to a music concert.
That sounds fun. What else do you like about city life?
Job opportunities. Cities have more companies and more industries.
That's why many people move to cities for their careers.
Exactly. If you want professional growth, cities often provide more possibilities.
But let's be honest, cities are not perfect.
Definitely not.
What are some disadvantages of city life?
The first problem is that cities are crowded,
Crowded means there are too many people in one place.
especially during rush hour.
Rush hour is the time when people travel to or from work, usually morning and evening.
During rush hour, trains and buses are packed. Sometimes it's hard to even move.
And there are often traffic jams.
Yes, traffic jams happen when there are too many cars on the road. Everything moves very slowly.
That must be frustrating.
It is. Sometimes it takes 40 minutes to travel just a few kilometers.
What about noise? Cities are usually noisy too.
Very noisy. Cars honking, construction work, sirens, and people everywhere.
That can be stressful after a long day.
Exactly. And the cost of living is also very high.
Rent, food, and transportation are expensive.
Some people pay a lot of money for very small apartments.
And let's not forget about pollution.
Right. Pollution means dirty air or environment.
Many big cities have pollution because of cars and factories.
Sometimes the air quality is so bad you can see smog.
Smog is a mix of smoke and fog that makes the air look gray.
So cities have many advantages, but also many challenges.
Now let's talk about country life. I actually grew up in a small town.
Really? What did you like about it?
The first thing is space. There's so much open land, fields, and forests.
That sounds beautiful.
And the air is much cleaner. You can breathe deeply and feel relaxed.
That's exactly what I noticed when I visited my uncle.
It's also much quieter than the city.
No traffic noise?
Just birds, wind in the trees, and sometimes farm animals.
That sounds peaceful.
The pace of life is also slower.
Pace of life means how fast or slow life feels.
Yes, in the countryside, people don't rush as much. They take their time.
That must feel less stressful.
It does. People also feel more connected to their neighbors.
Like a strong community.
Exactly. Everyone knows each other, and people help one another.
What about safety?
Generally, the countryside is safer with less crime.
And I guess it's cheaper to live there too.
Much cheaper. Houses are bigger and often have gardens.
That sounds wonderful. But country life can't be perfect either.
You're right. There are also disadvantages.
Like what?
The biggest problem is isolation.
Isolation means being far away from services or other people.
Exactly. Stores, hospitals, and schools might be far away.
That could be difficult in emergencies.
Also, there aren't many entertainment options.
No cinemas or concerts?
Not many. You usually have to travel to the city for that.
What about jobs?
Job opportunities are limited. Many people work in farming or small local businesses.
So people often move to cities for better careers.
That's right. Transportation is another issue.
No subway or frequent buses?
Usually not. Most people need a car to travel.
I see. And sometimes the internet connection can be slow.
Yes, which can be frustrating for online work or study.
So both city life and country life have advantages and disadvantages.
Exactly. It depends on what each person values most.
Some people want excitement and opportunities.
Others want peace and nature.
What about you, Anna? Where would you like to live in the future?
Maybe a small town near a city.
A middle ground?
Yes, somewhere quiet but still close to shops and restaurants.
That sounds like a good balance.
Now let's help our listeners practice talking about this topic.
Good idea. Here are some useful phrases.
If someone asks, "Where do you live?" you can say, "I live in a big city," or "I live in the countryside."
You can also say, I live in a small town, or I live in a suburb.
A suburb is an area near a city, but usually quieter.
If someone asks if you like it, you can say, I love it. It's very convenient.
Or, "It's nice, but it's a little too crowded for me."
To talk about preference, you can say, I prefer city life because there are more opportunities.
Or, "I prefer the countryside because it's peaceful and quiet."
And if you want to ask someone else, you can say, would you rather live in a city or the countryside?
That's a great conversation starter.
Before we finish, let's review what we talked about today.
We compared city life and country life.
Cities offer convenience, entertainment, diversity, and job opportunities.
But they can also be crowded, noisy, expensive, and polluted.
The countryside offers space, peace, fresh air, and lower living costs.
But it can also be isolated with fewer jobs and services.
So the best choice depends on your personality and lifestyle.
And remember, your preferences can change over time.
Now we have a question for all of you listening today.
Where do you live, and do you like it?
Tell us in the comments in 1 or 2 sentences.
Writing in English is great practice. Don't worry about mistakes.
And if you enjoyed today's conversation, please subscribe to Speak Up English.
Give this video a like and share it with your friends learning English.
Thank you so much for learning with us today.
Keep practicing, keep improving, and keep speaking English every day.
We'll see you again very soon in the next episode.
Until then, happy learning, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.